Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My beloved brothers and sisters, welcome to this mini course where we are going to go through two chapters from the Quran, specifically Surah al-Falaq and Surah an-Nas. Now, these two chapters from the Quran are very important, and we're going to talk a bit about that bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. But the purpose behind this is going to be a very simple overview based upon a ebook that was created by us at the Arabic Code, which is basically an overview of Surah al-Falaq and Surah an-Nas. Previously, we did one for Surah al-Fatiha. However, the tafsir of that has not actually been done. But now we've also done Surah al-Falaq and Surah an-Nas, and we're going to go through just a brief explanation in regards to the surah. But we're going to stick to the chapters and the sections based upon the PDF. And so it's very important that you have the PDF present with you. If you don't, you should be able to find it in a downloadable link somewhere beneath this video or around it, inshallah ta'ala. But download it, open it up, and follow through with me as I explain some of the headings and the sections in regards to this particular surah, so that we get a nice understanding of the surah, Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas. As I've mentioned multiple times, is that it's very important for us to familiarize ourselves with the Quran and the specific surahs within the Quran and the verses and the words themselves. Hopefully this will be a stepping stone to kind of, ignite that flame and that desire to want to learn more about the Quran. So we're not going to do anything detailed, very simple, nice overview, introduction to these two chapters from the Quran. And from then onwards, hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, you will plan a route for yourselves to really study the Quran in much more details and learn to appreciate it even more, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So let us begin, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, by going through the introductory of these two chapters. You should be able to see my screen here. Okay, this is the ebook. Okay, so this is the PDF. It's called Words from Above, and it's a guide to al-Mu'awwidhatayn, Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas. Now, before we actually go into the actual book, it's very important for me to mention the usage of the term al-Mu'awwidhatayn. The word al-Mu'awwidhatayn basically means that these are two surahs from the Quran, okay, which are mu'awwidha, which basically means they are chapters, they are surahs from the Quran, which basically talk about and they revolve around the concept of al-isti'adha. Now, what is al-isti'adha? Al-isti'adha is basically used, a term that basically refers to when we say a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Now, when we say a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and there is so much that we can speak about this, but that term, that phrase, which we call it al-isti'adha, it's basically a statement that is used when we're basically saying that I seek refuge with Allah, I seek protection and help and aid and shelter with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mina shaitan, from shaitan, the evil, the cursed one. And so the concept of al-isti'adha is basically when you throw yourself in the direction towards Allah, saying, Ya Allah, I am in need of your help and your protection and your shelter from shaitan. And you can do al-isti'adha from other things as well. And so these two surahs, Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas, they both start off by Allah telling the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Qul a'udhu." Allah is telling the Prophet, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a'udhu, I seek refuge, I seek help, I seek protection, I seek shelter with Allah from, and then whatever the rest of the ayah is. So that is why it has the name al-Mu'awwidhatayn. Okay, so al-Mu'awwidhatayn means the two surahs that have al-isti'adha at the beginning of them. And those are Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas. And you would know that Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas, these are two chapters that we read for many different purposes, mainly for protection, whether it be from sihr, from magic, jinn possession, just to protect yourself from any sort of harm. These are part of the adhkar that we read, after the salawat, in the mornings, in the evenings. It's something that everybody has to read on a day-to-day basis. And if not, at least it's probably the surahs that we read most within the salah. If a lot of us have memorized other chapters from the Quran, then most of us have definitely memorized Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah an-Nas. And so we find ourselves always revolving around these two chapters. It's important that we learn them, we understand them, we know what they mean.